Hello, this is Colleen Pearl the Cool Crone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video will be a November Tarotscope for the sign of Capricorn. Oh, my beautiful Capricorns, welcome to your November Tarotscopes. I've laid out your cards, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Here's an oracle card, here's the astro dice, and here's not one, but 2 astro cards because they jumped out of the deck, so I'm giving you 2. All right, week 1, let's start. You start off with, I'm sorry to say, the Tower. So Capricorn, there is something that you need to revise drastically. There's something that you really need to look at in your life and maybe get rid of, or it's going to be taken care of for you. So be careful with the Tower. It doesn't necessarily mean a negative thing has to be gotten rid of. It could be something that you get rid of that it has a very positive outcome in your life. So I would try very hard, Capricorn, to focus on the positive and then begin to look at, the next card is the Hermit. So you're going to want to look contemplatively, maybe meditate on what it is that you could let go of in your life that would really make life easier or better for you. Unfortunately, the next card we have is the Devil, which means that something is going to be tough. This first week of November is going to be rough for you. So I want you to meditate and really, really be positive with yourself. I want you to do mirror work and build up your confidence and self-esteem, and also try to be, mirror work helps you be very honest with yourself, because you can tell when you're looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking, you can tell if you're lying. So try to get to the truth about what it is that you need to let go of. Otherwise, I fear that there may be overindulgence, trying to get away from this issue, that you may decide that, you know, we'll all just go, you know, drink 3 bottles of brandy and that'll make everything better, and that's not good. Also, with the way the astrology is at this time in November, I want you to be very careful about anything that you ingest, especially liquids. So medicines in pill or liquid form, anything you smoke might be dangerous, anything that even prescription drugs, if you've never taken them before, be very, very careful with that, Capricorn. I really don't like seeing this Devil card. I mean, this, let's just put it this way, it's going to be kind of a bang up first week. Something is going to go boom this first week. So if you don't want that boom to be happening to your life, maybe you should take the steps of removing whatever is going on in your life that is not really benefiting you. Listen to my new moon and astrology videos to see if you can get some more information. My new moon and full moon videos always go sign by sign and give predictions. So take a look at those and see if that will help give you a clue about what to do. Now, the second week of November looks a little better for you. You've got the 3 of Wands here, so you're taking a look at things that you have accomplished or things that you have acquired, and you're feeling very confident and proud of what you have. And you're also strategizing. You're making plans on what you're going to do next. So that's for the second week. And then we have the 6 of Cups, which tells us that something is coming back from the past to assist you in whatever it is that you're about to do. Now, the next card is also a difficult card, the 10 of Swords. I also don't like this card coming up for you, but what this card is saying is that you need to be careful and protect yourself. There may be somebody who does not have your best interests at heart. So if there is something that you're working on with somebody else and it's just really a struggle, it may be better to throw in the towel. It may be better to start over on that project with a fresh slate. If it's a situation where you're interacting with a lot of people, then just be careful and make sure that you can trust everybody that's on your team. In the third week of November, we have the 3 of Cups, which is usually a celebration. So in this deck, it shows 2 cups pouring their concoctions into a third cup, creating something new. This is very often a card for a pregnancy, so it could be that somebody, you or somebody else in your circle, is going to become pregnant and be welcoming a new one into their family. It could be a new relationship. It could be a celebration. It could be a party. It could be somebody reaching a milestone like graduation or something like that. So the third week in November, Capricorn, is going to be a little happier than these first 2 weeks. These first 2 weeks have a lot of work for you to do, kind of some shadow work, some in-depth work, some emotional work, and some spiritual work, just to make sure that you've got everything going on the right way. The next card in the third week of November is the Six of Swords, and this is nice because this tells me that you're moving on from the Ten of Swords. So whatever that difficult situation was, either you did throw in the towel and that made things much better, or you were just able to move on to a much easier project. But one way or another, you're moving out of difficult waters into smooth waters, and that's really, really good news. And maybe you were inspired by this celebration or this beginning of something new, or pregnancy, whatever it is. Now, be careful, because in your new situation, you have a tendency to take on too much work, Capricorn. This is such a Capricorn card. You do not need to do everything yourself, and you don't need to prove that you're worthy by taking on everybody else's jobs. Be careful. People are going to want to dump on you. You're a little bit vulnerable still from what's gone on in the previous 2 weeks. So just be careful that you don't take on more than you really need to. You're worth it just the way you are, Capricorn. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. Now in the fourth week, in rides the Knight of Swords. Now this is going to be an air sign, probably man, but it could be a woman with yang energy. This is going to be a person that really tries to shake things up, tries to get things happening, get things moving. And Capricorn, I'm not quite sure that you're having it, but at any rate, this person is coming in. They've got great ideas, they've got new ideas, they are bold, and that may appeal to you or it may not. But at any rate, in the fourth week of November, Capricorn, they're coming in. So this is probably Thanksgiving week that they're coming in. And then we have the Five of Cups. This is something that you may feel grief over. You may feel like there's been a loss. Now, you very well could have had a loss. You may well have had something in the second week that you had to give up, and it could have involved somebody that you were working with or that you were close to. But another way to look at this card is that, yes, 3 cups spilled, but 2 cups are still upright. So see if you can change your perception or your perspective of this situation, and see if you can't figure out the positive. And all the way along through here, Capricorn, Capricorns do have a tendency to see the dark side of things, not the light side. So you do need to work on focusing on the positive. And that's what I really want you to do, especially in this fourth week. At the end of this month, you are going to need a rest. It's a very busy month emotionally, and you're going to need to recharge your battery. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to take some time for yourself, pull back from the world, and Thanksgiving weekend is probably a good time to do it. Just get yourself some R&R, and don't worry about how tough things were at the beginning of the month. They will be tough that first week or two of November. I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be a real easy first couple of weeks. But Capricorn, you're Capricorn. You can do anything that you put your mind to. You're very determined. You're the sea goat. You can climb any mountain. So don't let things get you down, but do take care of yourself. And remember, don't take on everybody else's jobs. That's just not what is necessary. You're wonderful just the way you are. You don't need to prove anything to anybody else. All right, let's go on to the Oracle card. And the Oracle card says, there is something better. So the Oracle card is showing that you know what you're trying to do may not be what you really need, and there is something better waiting for you. So maybe December or January is going to be a much better time for you, Capricorn. Very often with the signs, as it comes back around to their birthday time of the year, they feel much better, even for the rising signs. I know for me, I have Capricorn rising, and I got to tell you, I really like Capricorn season in general. I feel like it's the beginning of a new year for myself. And this time of year, I'm a Libra, so I still like this time of year. But August, very often August is a rough month for me. And it may be like that for you, that winding down into your birthday time, before your birthday time really kicks in, you may feel a little drained, a little like, I've done everything for the year, what do they expect from me? But remember, there is something better coming. Now let's look at your astrology cards. I pulled for you Taurus and Chiron the Healer. So Taurus is that's another earth sign. So you are definitely counting your blessings, looking around and being very grateful for everything that you already have. That's what the Three of Wands is about, Capricorn. Looking at what you already have, counting your blessings, but also strategizing about where you go from here and how you move forward. And then you have Chiron the Healer. Now Chiron the Healer is saying that, like the Four of Swords is saying, you need to take care of yourself, and you need to give yourself credit for having come through the trauma of the first few weeks of November, because it is rough. This is rough for you, Capricorn. Don't be brave. Go ahead and give yourself a little R&R. And then for the dice, we have the number 2, which I'm taking to mean the second house, which is the house for income, Venus, which also represents money, and Sagittarius. So Venus is in Sagittarius, I believe, as we speak. And Venus and Sagittarius is a party. It's really, really fun. Now it's going to move into Capricorn shortly, and that's probably when you're going to feel revived. That's when you're going to feel like you did your job with your R&R and recharging your batteries. So once Venus goes into Capricorn, that's when things are going to turn around a little bit for you, Capricorn, because you're going to feel beautiful, capable, rich, secure, and desirable. And all of those things are things that most of the year you kind of forget about. So when Venus goes into Capricorn, baby, look out. You're ready for it. And that's the holiday season too. Now the number 2, again, is just emphasizing that you focus a lot on your income and your ability to make money. And that's not the only way that people see worthiness in you. People love you for you. And don't forget that, Capricorn. I know you're an earth sign, and I know that resources are really, really important to you, but don't forget that you are important too. All right, that's everything that I have for Capricorn. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to leave me some comments down below. I love reading your comments, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.